Welcome to Tarot to a T. Today I'm going to do a mid-month reading. I almost said I'm going to do a set of mid-month readings. Well, that's my goal for the next few days, but I'm certainly not going to accomplish that in this reading. This one right here is going to be a mid-month for the sign of Aries. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. Glad you could stop by. And if you're returning, you're awesome. I appreciate my fans, or at least people who are tuned in with what I'm trying to do here on my channel. So, welcome back. That's what I mean to say. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can always do that, and you'll get those notifications that'll tell you when the next video is out. You know? So anyway, let's go ahead and do a mid-month reading for Aries. This is for May 2022, mid-month reading, okay? This is similar to kind of the May general reading. We look at a little situation that's going on with you, and then we pull out some cards that tell us a little about the complications going on with that, at least tell me, so that I can interpret the cards of advice. And hopefully you'll come away with a little better understanding. At least that's the goal. Let's move the fire out of the way. We don't want to set the cards on fire. That would be bad. Okay, Aries, let's see what's going on with you mid-month. Oh, you got something to do with stability in your finances here. A new start after potentially a tower moment, honestly. Wow. And it's telling you not to take any risks. That fits very aptly, I was going to say, with this 4 diamonds here. So the 4s generally talk about our stability and how secure we feel. This is the diamond, so it's basically the pentacles. It equates to that in the general tarot decks. But this is about having some kind of windfall, honestly. Like suddenly you have some money available to you, or it fell into your lap that you didn't have before. But there's caution here not to overspend it, or in other words, spend it wisely. The 7 of diamonds ties in very nicely with that, and then it says don't take risks and don't take gambles. It doesn't mean that you can't spend it the way you need to, of course. Just don't be overly luxurious, frivolous, any of the above. And it came as a result of possibly, this is the card of inheritance. Somebody could have passed away. Okay? I'm deeply sorry for that, Aries, if that is the case. If it's not something as mournful and as sad as that, it just could be something totally got stripped down and is down to the bare bones, the foundation, honestly, here. This could be like your marriage ended, and as a result you're getting some kind of settlement from that. Let's dig deeper and see what's going on. I'm not picking up relationship or romantic or family relationship right now. I mean, it's possible you had a friend pass away and they left you some money in their estate, their will. Wow, you definitely received some good news and something wrapped up. Yeah, this financial windfall, this unexpected abundance came as a result of some ending. This 10 of clubs, though, is a little better than our tower card we were just looking at, because it's, like I said, it's good news. It also involves travel. Maybe you had to, actually move somewhere move somewhere, go somewhere, and settle things. Something like that. Something along those lines, if that's not exactly what it is. It's generally travel for a good reason. It's not like you had to go to a funeral. Maybe somebody did pass away, but they're far removed from you. In other words, you don't feel as personally tied to them. So perhaps you weren't that close to them. It's a distant, like, relative kind of situation, a cousin. I found out recently that if you die without a will and you don't have any heirs, and what happens is the state kind of jumps in and they literally will unturn every stone on the earth to find somebody that was related to you. It could be like a third removed cousin kind of situation. Like, this person may have heard your name in passing, but maybe even never met you. They actually will inherit. They will inherit everything because there's nothing else to do with it. Literally, there's no kids, there's no spouse, there's no ex-spouse, there's nobody. And that happens, I think, more and more as people decide not to have children. It definitely is bringing on some major changes with this 5 of Spades. And that's probably a good thing. However, I will tell you this 5 of Spades is about some kind of major disruption, and not in a good way. It is also the card of unexpected travel. Like I said, maybe you had to go somewhere and sign some papers, show up and say, I'm this person, show identification, your social security card, I don't know. But you had some kind of leveling up after some kind of settlement, Aries. Let's see what's going on in the complications, because this is pretty cut and dry for me. Okay, it could have involved a third person, more than one person was involved with that. It was definitely some kind of, it was somebody you had a relationship with, like a form of a relationship. I'm not necessarily saying romantic, okay? This 2 of Spades, the reason I'm hesitating and hovering, this is indicating some kind of disharmony. If you inherited something, like I said, when I painted this picture of this scenario of a distant cousin, you're a removed relative inheriting something, it might have caused some disharmony in the I was to say the family, but the larger family, they're feeling maybe it's unjust. It's the law, it's the way it has to go, but they're feeling it's unjust, it's not fair. 8 of Diamonds, you definitely are receiving some kind of abundance. This 8 of Diamonds is also about moving ahead. I think as far as a complication goes, I think you've received some kind of windfall that not everybody is agreeing you were deserving of. Take it how it fits, and why you received this windfall could be a multitude of reasons, honestly, but it was a result of some kind of major ending, possibly downright tragic. I mean, maybe it was like a lawsuit situation. I haven't seen a card pop up that's talking about lawsuits and legalities. The 3 of Hearts, again, is like the energy of a third party. I'm not picking up a romantic situation, so we're going to just say this is a third party that's probably mixed up with this, who's involved with it, who has knowledge of it, and they're just not liking that you were the beneficiary in this case. It caused some major rift here, disharmony. This 2 of Spades also, if it's pertinent to you, it's also warning you to be careful with what you say. So maybe you kind of have to be calm, cool, collected, and on the lowdown, and not open your mouth too much around this situation, because I don't know that you feel ambivalent about it, but you just don't want people to hate you. You know what I mean? So you don't want to say too much. It could have involved a strong female energy with this Queen of Clubs. She could have been older. She could be older than you. She's very powerful in some way, though. Maybe not directly over you, but like whoever was involved with this, because we're looking at more than one person involved. She's a power figure, a wife, a sister, a parent, an ex-partner. You know what I mean? Like an ex-spouse. They're definitely like somebody that you consider kind of queen, the authority. They're an authority. And perhaps you stepped on their toes in this situation. Inadvertently, they got left out or affected by this in some way, and they're speaking up about it. This is also a person on the flip side that can be kind of moody. That doesn't always go along with female energies, but with this particular Queen of Clubs, she can be the moody type. She has a moody side you don't want to cross. 6 of Clubs. Yeah, this is definitely opening up opportunities, and perhaps people are jealous of that and envious. Again, that you're the benefactor in this. Whatever happened here and why you ended up with this windfall. Yeah, I think this is like just pointing out that you've kind of gotten something fell into your lap and you're benefiting from it, and people outside of you are not particularly liking that for whatever reason, personal reasons. I'm going to go ahead and look at your advice though. Okay, that's nice. The 9 of Diamonds. Again, we have our finances, your finances popping up here. We have the colorized Joker, which is basically the Magician. And we have the 8 of Spades. I always call this Spades. It's Clubs. Clubs! The 8 of Clubs. This is there's a crossroads decision here, possibly. It's another interpretation of the 8 of Clubs is that there's problems in a relationship. I think we already established that there is some kind of problem going on here. In the realm of advice, though, because it's also the card of kind of moving ahead and things advancing. Like time goes by, you know, you get on with your life. You have to keep moving, right? It's also the card of having a fixed opinion about something. Let's look at it in the context of like this Joker here, the Magician. It can be the Magician. It doesn't have to be. Because the Joker to me is like things getting really kind of like they're unsettled. They're kind of getting mixed up. Things are getting shifted around, etc., etc. It's juggling, but it's definitely the end of a journey of some sort or some kind of cycle. I know that's kind of redundant because we already saw that there was a major ending here. It's probably pointing to the fact that you can resolve this and end this in this context by moving ahead. It's also the card of being clever and using some kind of ingenious method to end possibly what's going on here. The 9 of Diamonds, again, has to do with a lot of money. You definitely, Aries, got some kind of money fallen into your lap. Congratulations. It's a great feeling. It's totally unexpected and you're feeling good about it. And it's a completion. It's already done. It's like nothing else can be done. If there was like some legal thing that could change the way it went, it can't be done now. It's definitely showing us that. with this Eight of Clubs, again, you could be at a crossroads of how to use it. For sure. Because it can kind of be that stuck energy of not knowing what to do, it's also the card of stepping back and like taking inventory and gaining a new perspective. It's very possible it's advising you to kind of step back and do that for now. Gotta move this over. Alright, you get the Jack of Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds is a young, less experienced kind of energy. It could be you, because maybe you're not used to having this kind of money. If it's big, if it's large enough, right? You're kind of like, yeah, I'm actually picking up. You're kind of out of your element. You're like, wow, what do I do now? It actually fits in nicely with this Joker. If I can pick it up, the Joker is things getting like shifted and moved around, and if you just suddenly had a bunch of money fall into your lap, it like changes everything, right? It changes like how you thought your life was going to go, like where you live, possibly if you weren't able to afford a house because the housing market is so ridiculous right now. It might have changed all of that for you. This might have been a major game changer. So things are shifting. Again, it's possible that you're feeling like you're not very experienced in this area and you need to gain some kind of wisdom. It's also again, this card of kind of bringing you some news. Yeah. It's possible this news that you're receiving is kind of the backlash down here with this Queen of Clubs who's not happy, is feeling a little bit like they got the raw end of the deal. Oh, Ten of Hearts. Very nice. Again, the end of something for sure, but in this sense, this is like celebrating. This is like having people around you that really appreciate you. It's going to parties, it's being social, and it's the end of a freaking cycle. Yeah, honestly, I don't think you're getting a very clear, definite thing you need to do, except you need to step back. Perhaps change your ideas about your future. How you invest this money and where it's going to go, or this new income, or whatever form it's taking. Could be property. But I think you need to step back because I think things are shifting around. You need to let things settle. Because you're definitely in this kind of this energy of inexperienced. I don't know if you noticed, it is a Jack of Diamonds, so it could very much have to do with inexperience and money manners. But it's happiness. It's actually good things. You're experiencing a lot of wonderful things at the moment. Just take a break. Just take a break. Just step back, let the pieces fall where they need to fall, and you will find your way, Aries. Alright, well, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I will see you again soon. Take care.